welcome, and you're listening to Shadows Pub, host Pimp Your Post Thursday, evening edition, from the Ramble and streamed on Vim TV and Facebook. And there we go. Now we got the chat text. That's progress. And we're up and running. Freedom, you're up.
Hey, good evening. I'm here with my lovely bride, Stacy D, and tonight we'd like to pimp this radio show again. Tuesday we had such a great time here in the Ramble and sharing all this time with all these people and talking about all the new things happening on the DAP and the tag use, and then we had a special guest, Coruscate, for the last half of it, who's just a gem. And it was just such a great time, and we just want more people to check that out.
Yeah, you
should be able to make more of those now because they were like right when I was picking kids up and then it was loud and that kind of stuff. I couldn't hear it, but yeah, I will definitely be able to make more of those. I missed the last one.
Make more of what?
To the show, make more.
He'll show
make
up more
it two
often.
More.
Oh, yeah, every Tuesday for the foreseeable future, Tuesday at 4 p.m. EDT.
The kids are getting out of school now and activities are winding down.
Yeah, they are out and lively. Set the pool up today. It was interesting.
So I'm seeing reports that apparently the southeast is expecting a bit of a heat wave this weekend.
It's been 90 degrees past 2 days.
Yeah.
Probably hit 100.
And they're saying that there's no showers in the immediate future to cool things down a little bit for you.
Hey, I take a shower at least once every 2 or 3 days, so.
I meant rain showers. Smart.
Oh, okay.
And Nancy leveled up. So Nancy, does that mean that you're going to give a try at posting putting a post up and sharing?
She's going for a double shot.
Yeah, she's new, so I'm not going to
assume. Hello, Nancy. Welcome to it.
Okay.
So to all your Vimsters.
So Nancy, when people drop that PYPT emoji in, that means they want to enter the list for the people that are sharing posts. And then when I put them on the list, then the coffee cup goes underneath to say, yep, you're on the list. So you're welcome to share a post. We'd love to see you share a post, but you don't have to feel obligated to do so.
And there's two ways to share a post if you want to do that. You can unmute your microphone and talk, and I can help you get your Discord set up to talk if you need it. Or you could type up a couple of sentences about a post and drop it with the link, and we will read it.
But there's only one real way to do it, and that's to come on voice so you can get in here and get to know all of us crazy people.
Well, she can get to know us by listening to us talking.
True enough.
Yeah.
She might learn more than she wants to know.
Right.
Okay. She'd like to learn how to do push to talk. Kitty girl will give a hand with that. I'm just closing out a window here. I'm getting a little bit of sluggishness, and I know I've got a whole mess of tabs open. So I'm just waiting for it to close. Batman, push the button. All right. She's on a PC. I think Kitty Girl's kind of got this down to a bit of a science. Freedom backs away slowly.
Oh, never mind. Help. That's perfectly fine. Freedom, go right ahead.
You can come on voice and give her a hand if you want, kitty girl.
Well, I've got it all typed up there.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, if you click on the little gear icon in the lower left of the screen that's to the right of your name and the microphone and the headset, that little gear icon will take you into settings, then go into voice and video and look for the section marked push to talk. Make sure push to talk is check marked, and underneath that where it says shortcut, you can record the key that you would like to use. And the push to talk is just like the old time walkie talkies you might have played with as a child, where you just push a button to speak and then you release it when you're finished. Oh, I love that GIF that Batman put in the chat with Homer fading back into the bushes.
Hello, Oh my. Chinner Vivian? I hope I got that right.
Shaneri Vivian, yes. I know her from Whale Shares. She's awesome.
Well, welcome aboard. Okay. Hopefully Nancy is on her way to push to talk. And Snook, you're up.
Okay, let me get my link.
Okay. We'll give you time to get your link.
Alright, so this video came about from a conversation with my mother yesterday. She's like, I answered on Skype, and of course had no makeup on or anything. And she's like, "Oh, you've got really dark circles under your eyes." I'm like, "Well, yeah." And it was like really bothering her. So I turned the light on above me. She goes, "Well, they're still really dark." I'm like, "Well, what do you want me to do?" I'm like, I what? Just shine a flashlight in my eyes so it doesn't bother you? I don't know what to say.
Go change your
So
eyes.
yeah, I don't know. So anyway, yeah. So I was hacking up lungs last night and decided it ends up to be a kind of pretty funny video, I thought. So, or entertaining anyway. So it's nothing serious. But it also just goes to prove that, never judge a book by its cover on what you think when you see somebody and what's really going on. So that's
So
my
did
post.
Mom eventually catch on that no, you weren't going to change that? Not in the immediate future?
Right, yeah. No, I was like, are you going to talk to me or not? Don't look at the camera then. I don't know what to tell you.
Irma, we'll go to audio.
Right, exactly. You want to call me on the phone instead? I'm sorry. This is how I look. And you called me. What? It was hilarious. It was really hilarious. I was like, when she said it the second time, I was like, are you serious? Like, are you really serious?
Well, maybe she thought you didn't believe her.
Well, when you're on Skype, you can see yourself, so it's not like you can't see. I don't know.
Well,
It's my mom. But just, you can't. How do you explain my mom?
it
That would be it.
doesn't have to make sense. It's your mom.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. And I got a funny video out of it. So in a way, it was all right.
It was worth the effort.
But it was worth the effort. Yeah. And then I quickly made a bunch of videos that I can post like tomorrow and the next day. Because I'm like, I'm not looking like this anytime soon again.
Oh, so you can show off the dark circles.
Oh no, the ones that with the makeup on. I
Oh,
and yeah, I have an improv one that I did last night, which God, those things get bizarre. They turn out. It's amazing. I gotta post that one tomorrow. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm still editing it, but.
Hello, this is Nancy Diana.
Hi, Nancy.
Hi,
You did
Nancy.
it. Good for you.
Thanks, yes.
Hello,
Hey, Dream.
Jamie.
Dream has joined us.
Hey there. Hey, Dream.
Batman says, welcome aboard PYPT, powered by engine and some shady fuel from shadows, somewhere in or around Murica. If you're looking for shadows, she's in Canada, not Murica.
America.
Oh, definitely not same thing. Not even
Oh
close.
no, it's
Not
not.
North America. North
No,
America.
no, not even that.
Nope.
It's Canada.
It's
No,
Canada.
it's Canada. It's not North America. It's not South America. It's Canada. Let's get a few things straight here, people.
The states have acquired the American moniker, and that's theirs. There we go. Nice try, though, Batman. Ooh, careful. He might enjoy that. All right. Thanks, Snook. And Engine, you're up. Engine's getting all wired over the
about to
spanking.
flip some pork chops and burgers. Okay.
You're going to go flip them now, or are you going to share a toast?
I had just opened the grill option to do it, but here we.
Timing's everything.
Oh, poop! I put the reefer thing on there. I'm sorry. But anyway, there's this new fella that's been running around the castle over there. I'm not entirely sure how to say that. Nalted Turk or something. Actually, his name is Chris, says it in most of his posts. But he did this little pouring session the other day, and it was pretty awesome. Yeah, he did a dragon and like a biohazard and a skull and all kinds of cool stuff. And he took pictures and hung out with some of the people, and it was fun. And I had to give him a little pat on the back because, yeah, I'm a pimp. I'm a pimp for him.
So he's new in the castle?
Yes, he is, and he just got accepted to Steam Server Gold Pirate Clan over there today.
Ah, so he's
New to Steam, only been here a couple months, trying to feel his way around, see what's what.
He seems to be a pretty good character too, so yeah, it's good to have him.
Good. Looks like he has some interesting crafting ability.
Right? He's having fun with it. Not sure I could stand 1,000-degree temperatures and do that, but.
Well, not in the middle of a heat wave, you wouldn't.
Right?
Yeah, 90's enough. You're probably going to go higher than that. So yeah, you definitely don't want too much of that. All right. Thank you, Engine. And the kitty girl is up.
Yeah, I wanted to share a post that I think needs a little bit of attention. There is someone on the blockchain who has cancer, and he was doing fairly well with his treatments, we thought, and although he's had a lot of problems, but the cancer has metastasized, and he's got additional tumors. He's back in the hospital, and he needs a little bit of encouragement. So Wes Philbin, one of the moderators in the Steam terminal, decided to create this post to Wolfheart, who is the cancer patient, so that we can give him a little bit of support and encouragement. So if everyone could go to this post, please. If you don't have enough voting power to upvote it, that's fine. We're looking more for comments. Comments that will be of a supportive and encouraging nature for Wolfheart as he goes through this terrible time. So, I would really appreciate it if y'all could do that.
Yeah. It would be a good thing to do. Whether you know them or not, it's always good to receive encouragement. So for the people that have come in a little bit late, the giveaway is running in the giveaway channel. Okay. Thank you, kitty girl. And Ginny, you are up. Are you set up for push to talk?
I think she is. I believe she's talked in Wellshares before.
I see her light up there. It looks
Was
like
that me?
yes, it's you.
Okay. Should I drop a post?
Hello.
Yeah.
Yes, go ahead and drop the link to your post in the voice text chat and then come back and tell us.
I like your accent.
Okay.
Okay. This is a poem. Love poem. Actually, recently I've been writing. My writing has been taking the dark part, the dark tone. So I decided to do something a little different and write something sweet and positive. So I did a love poem. That's basically what the post is about.
Very nice. Do you write mostly poetry or do you write other things as well?
I write fiction stories. Yeah.
Uh-huh. So you kind of write a bit of a variety?
Yeah, she does a variety and she's really good, I think, at the poetry and the fiction both. It's really awesome.
Very good. So have you been on the platform very long?
On Steemit, I've been on Steemit for more than a year. Yeah.
Yeah? Well, hopefully we'll get to know you a little better.
Hope so.
So you've now received, because this is your first time presenting, you've received the PYPT attendee role, which means you get to type, or you get to have that funky blue color when you type in the text chat. And there's also a channel down there called the PYPT attendee posts only. And when you do a post, you can put them in there and check out some of the other ones that are in there, and hopefully people will come along and check out yours.
All right, thank you.
Well done. Okay. And Dream, you're up next. I see Blue has joined us, but he might be fake newsing us. Oh, he left.
He's totally fake newsing us. Yep, he was fake newsing us.
His connection wonky again?
I don't even know. Oh, I just
back.
realized. Oh, he's back. I just realized this is only 10 minutes old, so you don't have to upvote it, but you can leave a comment if you like. I did the free write today. It was kind of a spin on the word. I don't know if anybody else had the same. My brain is a little bit weird, so I get funny stories, strange stories. So yeah, that's what this one is. It's really quick because it was only 5 minutes to write, so it'll take you like 1 minute to read.
So what was the word for the day?
Emperor. I was about to say quickie.
Uh-huh. Free write, spin, weird, quickie.
Yeah, I'm reading his post and telling him to shut up. And then as I go to answer you, I'm about to say quickie. No, it was emperor. The word was emperor.
Could have been worse. He could have been on the phone to you.
Yeah, exactly. My phone's off the hook.
Ooh, getting wise, are you? Quickie with the emperor. Woo.
These are saucy stories. See, you guys should all go enter the 5-minute free write, and Marianne will be like, what in the world happened today? I mean, Mariana. Her name is Marianne West. It's not Marianne.
Okay. Well, it'll catch your attention, that's for sure. And Batman just says, but why is everyone having a quickie on today's free write? Well, you think it out. You only get 5 minutes. All right. Thank you, Dream. Sarge, you're up.
Getting the link.
Okay, that's allowed. And we just give a little pause there while links get grabbed. And we'll put Kitty Girl back in.
There it is. This is something new that the folks over there at the Bro Sports Network, and that's Guilty Parties, and ATS David and Tuck Freeman and the crew, they've come up with Brocino. And is Snook still in here? Yeah, I know Snook's familiar with it because she's been playing on there, and I've been playing on there. And a bunch of other people have been playing on there, and you get free credits. So it's pretty cool. They have video poker, then they have blackjack, and they have, I think, roulette. What else, Snook, am I missing?
Well, they have a slot machine, and then there's one other one too. I can't remember. Blackjack, poker. The one with the circle thingy.
Roulette.
Yeah.
Roulette, and then slots. So 4 so far.
What? Oh, slots with an O. Got it.
Yeah, with an O.
Say what?
Sorry to disappoint, Blue.
But for our folks that like to gamble, and in the
Every time I eat out.
in the tradition of the folks that they're, well, number one, nobody brings you drinks. This is video online gambling. But it's hooked up with Steam, with the blockchain and everything. And I don't know, I signed up and I had a bunch of credits when I signed up and stuff. And you can do get an affiliate link, and them folks over there, Luxac, Squirm Poker, Luxac Poker, which is combined now, and Snook actually hosts tournaments over there. One of the best kept secrets on the platform. I think they've been around 2 years, I think, the Steam Poker League. But yeah, and then on Fridays in the post it tells you you'll have a post how you can get free tokens and stuff, and people can use SBD and stuff like that. So, a lot of people like to play Magic Dice and this and that, all these other gambling things. So this one here, I'm gonna hang with this one here because I like them folks over there, and I play in a lot of their poker games and stuff. So it's worth a read. Worth an upvote, kind of help them out because they give away so much stuff, SBD and everything. So,
and then I haven't spent a dime. I just took my winnings and put them into the that I run for them. So, and even on the site, you can spend SBD or whatever, but I haven't. I haven't had to pay for anything. So I mean, it's not like you're going to go there and lose all your. Well, you could, I guess, if you didn't have control. But
Well, yes, as a disclaimer, please, if you do gamble, gamble responsibly. And just like investing in crypto or anything else, if you can't afford to lose it, don't put it in there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
If you have a gambling addiction, seek help.
But I'm just saying, it's a really the poker tournaments are free to play, and you can't lose any money on it. And the new site, you can put money into it, but I think you start out with so much, it's like ridiculous.
Oh, yeah, yeah. And Luxac Forum Poker, you can't buy chips. You can just win them. You can't, there's no way. You can donate and you can cash out, but there's no way to buy chips with Steam and stuff. So, which is cool with Luxac, so that's neat. You can't lose. But this one here, you know, you can buy credits and stuff. They got to make money somehow. You know what I mean?
Agree.
That's going to be kind of pricey in Canada. There are no pennies, Dream. All right. Thank you, Serge. There's loonies and toonies. There's nickels. So it's got to be a nickel a pinch now.
It sounded like you said nipple.
Nickel.
God. I realize that, but I'm just saying that's what I heard, and I was like, oh, this conversation's really going downhill.
It's been going downhill for a while.
Yeah.
How did that happen? How
I
did
don't
everybody's
know.
mind get in the gutter?
I don't
No
know,
idea.
Blue. How did that happen?
It went downhill when Batman arrived. And Injun's now going for the boobs.
Right, blame someone else. That's awesome. I like it. It wasn't.
All right, Dream, it's your turn. Come on back up the hill.
Okay, I pimped this morning, and I'm just looking for a way to have some fun with my readers and possibly get some new readers. There will be 100 Steam given away next week, 50 at PYPT, the evening show. And I will probably award the other 50 in the drawing on the evening show as well. I'm not going to go through how you can get it like I did this morning. you could just go read it.
You mean where some of the people at the end were going, I'm confused?
Probably, but it's really not confusing when you read it. There's just first, second, and third prizes for the written and for the... Blue, is that you? Yes, it was him, by the way. I just hung up the phone on him. But it's 100 total, but there's 2 ways that you can get it. So it's 50 for written. Maybe some people are a little bit shy to, come into a live quiz show. They think it'll be nerve-wracking or something. So then just go, do the written one. And the other one is live and so much fun. I think it's so much fun when you get to do a live show because there's just a lot of energy, a lot of giggling, and it's very energetic, and it just happens all at once, and it's fun. So yeah, go check it out and win some Steam.
Sounds like a plan. Dream loves doing these.
I do. It's super fun.
So Bluefin is now auctioning your number off.
Do not. My phone will just be ringing the entire time I'm pimping my.
Probably. Always gotta have a little fun on PYPT. So, Blue, you're going to give Dream an opportunity to outbid James for her own phone number. It's you're up, by the way, Blue.
So I had kind of exciting news. I have some of my photography in a couple of stores, and today I met with a new store owner, and it was exciting because I got my stuff in this new store, and I think from the sounds of it, little brat, somebody's being a little brat. Turnabout is fair play, is that it? I think that this new store will probably double my total sales for the year. This store will equal all the other stores combined. So I'm kind of excited. Oh, listen to you.
Sounds like a really good thing. You're all lit up there.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, Nancy.
Awesomeness. It's really great the
Yeah, I'm
way
excited.
this is growing.
Yeah, and I hope that I can just keep going, keep building on it. It'd be nice to get the photography moving. This
Yeah.
photo that comes up as the image, the thumbnail image, is from right around the corner of the new store. It's in a very high traffic area, very touristy, lots of people buying. So I'm kind of excited.
So California is traveling to the Cape. I imagine there'll be some of those shots amongst it.
You know what? I'm only in this new store. I'm only starting with the three towns, the town that's there and the town on either side of it for there. And then I'll expand. We'll see how it goes in that store. I'm learning to be very selective in what I put in.
That's probably a good idea.
Yeah. So we'll see what comes of it.
Great stuff.
Yeah, kind of excited. Actually, not kind of. I'm extremely.
Well, it's heading you in the direction that you want to go. And that's always a good thing. Dream
Yeah,
says,
very much so.
make more money so you can go to California more. Well, she didn't say that, but for those that don't know where Dream is. All right. Thanks, Blue. Kitty girl.
Can you hear me okay? Because the reason I ask is your voices are all sounding a little bit.
I can hear you clear as bell.
Okay, so it's something on my connection then. All right, well, I'll talk then, and hopefully everyone can continue hearing. Okay, I wanted to share a post that I've entered into a photographic challenge. There's a fellow on the platform named Robert Boyer who has gotten into creating a regular running photo contest on both Steam and Wellshares. And this week he was wanting to see some cloud pictures. Well, this is a picture I made that shows some astonishing clouds. There's a little bit of everything in there, from a couple of fluffy nimbocumulus clouds all the way up to cirrus clouds. There is a brilliant sunburst peeking out. There's condensation trails left behind by the jet aircraft engines that passed through. There's a cute little squiggly corkscrew-shaped cloud off to the left. And after I made this picture and got home and put it on the computer, I saw that there was a sundog, which I had missed because the sun was so bright that day. It was just blinding me. But the sundog is the little rainbow colored patch that is to the right of the sun, and it is just so pretty. I love seeing those sundogs. And on a really good day with the clouds just right, you can actually see a circle, a halo around the sun at 22 degrees away from the sun. But the little sundogs are just where light has been refracted through the ice crystals in the cirrus clouds. But I thought this was just, a lovely and truly remarkable scene showing, the beauty of nature. And so I wanted to share it with folks here. And if you're into photography and want to enter a contest, you might want to consider one of Robert Boyer's contests. They're real.
Yeah, I was
He's
looking
got
at this.
some cool stuff. I was just thumbing through some of his other posts. Very cool.
He is indeed quite the photographer himself, but it amazes me the talent that he stirs up in these contests. In fact, I really don't have much hope of winning this one because I've seen one of the other entries and it's just breathtaking. It looks like it was made in Nepal or China or India or somewhere, and there's like this monastery or some kind of buildings over on the left, and fog rising up out of the valley with the little mountain peaks below and stuff. It's stunning, and that one has a really good chance of winning. But if I could get second or third place or even an honorable mention, I think I'd be happy.
So, Kitty Girl, you're definitely here. Batman, are you here?
Surely Batman wouldn't leave us.
He's typing. I'll let him finish typing. Did you even have to ask if I was here? Of course. It's tradition. I have to ask. And you two have won the shade.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
So the Steam-based income giveaway is still running. There's still 16 minutes in order to enter that. So if you haven't clicked on the icon, please do.
Wait, no it isn't. It's over. Nobody else enter.
Apparently you just entered, Blue?
I'm not saying anything.
Okay.
It's over. Don't anybody else enter.
Hey, Brisby.
Hello.
Batman says, thank you so much for the shade. I will add this to my ever-growing shadows in my cave. All right. Kitty Girl, you're up.
I just went.
Oh, I forgot to take you out of there. That means that Bluefin, you're up. He's going, I gotta grab the link. No, he's got the link.
I gotta go grab the link.
Pretty bird.
That top one that comes in is the red-winged blackbird. So one of the things that happened when I traveled to California, and this bird is actually from the East Coast, is I had to learn all my new birds. I saw these birds out there in California. That one that appears looked very similar, and I assumed it was a red-winged blackbird. And when I got back to the computer, I looked at the images that I took in California. It's actually called a tricolored blackbird, and it is not the same as that red-winged blackbird there. So I had to learn that their blue jays look different. They're different than the East Coast birds. The red-winged blackbird, they have a tricolor. It's a slightly different color. Instead of yellow, it's white. So it was kind of cool learning all the different types of birds that look very similar to what I see on the East Coast.
So is that the dream effect in California?
Yeah, it's all kinds of screwy.
Hobo, give me my mouse pad back.
Oh, bad hobo.
Well, I had the mouse. She couldn't grab it.
So kind of cool. Enjoyed it because I got a whole bunch of new... when you're a birder, they're called life birds. You know, it's the first time you've seen it in your life. So it was kind of cool to learn about these new birds that I found.
It would be. Even the ones that you could only get a picture of them as they flew away.
Yeah, there were quite a few bird butt photos I got. Some people, when they walk, they like to talk. Actually, some people like to talk all the time, occasionally. So sometimes some birds get a little spooked. First of all, I didn't say who. Okay? Yes, yep. Bird butt. James, there were a lot of bird butt photos.
Dream says, I'll have you know.
No, she said, I'll have you know.
True. I have to imagine the apostrophe.
Yeah, she's bad with typos. She's not like the rest of us.
You didn't have any bird butt photos before her, so she was giving you a new experience.
I see. Yes, she was. It certainly was different out there. And of course, we're walking down this one trail. I'll grab the post in a little bit, but we're walking on this one trail, and her husband's right behind me, and he says, just kind of casually, "Oh yeah, don't forget, stay on the path because there's rattler snakes out here."
Oh boy.
Say what? What was that middle thing? What?
So does that mean that they have them trained so that they'll stay off the trail?
Well, the irony is that the trail disappeared, and that's part of what this next post is going to be. The trail disappeared because in spring. Well, I don't want to spoil it. I'll wait till
I know the post you're talking about. So yeah, don't go there. Not yet. Thank you, Blue. And Snook, you're up. Oh, James says they only bite East Coasters, Blue.
Oh, that makes sense.
So this is kind of a two-part post. There's a post that I did the day before this that explains that EA, which owns
EA Arts, Electronic Arts.
Yes. For 7 days, now it's down to 5 days, is giving away for free, forever, the base game. If you download it in the next, I think there's 5 days left. And so, like, James had questions and some other people had questions. So I went through and instead of answering everybody separately, I went and did the tutorial. And I was so nice about doing the tutorial that I even did it wrong so that if you do it wrong, you know how to fix it.
Oh, let's do a tutorial doing it right and doing it wrong so you know both ways.
Right, yes. Because I, of course, didn't read everything in the tutorial. And and then I got stuck. And I was like, well, this is the way to end this video sooner than this is good. It'll be a short video. So basically, if you're going to do the tutorial, do exactly what they say and nothing else. And if you don't, watch my video and you'll find out how to fix it. But no, it's really, the tutorial actually made it really nice because they don't give you all the options that you normally get. And I did go through and show how you can manipulate things and in different things so you don't have to use the sim that they just gave you. The site where you go to download is failing. You wanna actually use the link that is in my post. When I was looking into it, they were saying that that's the best link to use. Because it's going to tell you to download Origin onto your computer, and they said that they're having problems with the people downloading it from the Origin, whatever you call it, on your computer, to actually go to the website and download it there, and it does end up on your computer eventually. Well, actually,
that's what I did. I did go to the website.
Really?
Let me try it again now. I'm clicking the link that's in your post.
Yeah, because Jan downloaded it this morning. So
yep, I went to the link in your post. I clicked on sign in, and I'm getting the same exact pop-up. Sign in is currently unavailable. Please try again later.
I wonder if the word is getting out and they're getting more and more and more people signing up.
Yeah, that may be it. We're just overloading their site.
So maybe try it later at night.
James is taunting you. I'm playing it right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, ever since you told me about this in a DM the other day, I've been trying it, and every few
Really?
hours, every two or 3 hours, I'll click again, and 2 or 3 hours later, I'll refresh the page and click again.
Check on your computer and see if it downloaded like parts of it, and you have it, because I know Pre had downloaded she had the trial version downloaded, and she had to uninstall the trial version, and then it would reinstall the full version.
Okay, I'll look at that. Thanks for the tip.
Yeah. So maybe you tried the trial version at one point, because it's like a 48-hour free trial. Make sure all that's off of your computer. But anyway, so I was excited about it, and well, I was excited because it's the full game, and you get to keep it. So if you're like me, when I bought the game, I bought it, and then I tried it, and I was like, I have no idea how to do this. And then it sat on my computer for 3 years, and then I started reading SimGirl's posts on how to play it, and started playing it, and I haven't stopped. So even if you just download it and have it there, at least it's yours, I guess is what it amounts to. Because the base game itself is like $39.99. I mean, they have sales all the time, but if you normally when you want something, it's never on sale. So anyway, that's my tip for today.
And you seem to be more of a sim girl now than sim girl is.
Yeah, I really like the building in it. It's just more, it's relaxing to me, and I can do it and just be creative, and yeah.
All right. Thank you, Snook.
Thank you.
And there's James's work. And Brisby, you are up.
Thank you. This one is for anybody who likes butterflies. My friend What Is New every Thursday runs a new butterfly giveaway. She always loves doing nature posts, and she adores bugs and insects, and she's like a bug whisperer. She can go right up to them and get these close-up pictures when everybody else would be chasing them into the street, but it works for her. And every week she goes through and gives 2 SBI to the butterfly posts that win from a random drawing. She doesn't judge. She just puts them all in a collection and pulls out so everybody has a chance. There's 2 categories. One for a photograph, original photography, and a second for artwork. And if there isn't one or the other, she'll just pull that into the other category and do the drawing. And yeah, Kitty Girl, she always does these incredible photos, and she's a sweetheart and a half. I love this woman so much. I've known her for over a year. She has a great sense of humor. She doesn't do Discord that often. It's hard on her eyes. So she's very rarely on here. But if you have a chance, if you like to draw butterflies or take photos, go ahead and do a post and drop the link in there, and you have a chance to win SBI. And she's great about responding to everybody who ever comments to her as well.
Very nice.
Thank you.
Thank you, Brisby. And I'm going to remind people, I haven't said too much about it this evening. I reminded everybody this morning. If you go to the posts, we want you to, if you can, upvote. If you can't upvote, leave a comment. If you leave a comment, remark that you saw it in PYPT so that I can come by and drop you some shade.
Thank you.
Okay. And Brisby, you posted somebody else's So you've been sent 2 shade, and you can get 2 more by making the comment on the post that you shared it at PYPT.
Oh, thank you very much.
Okay, and Dream, you're next.
Okay, this is our latest Makin' Monkeys video. For anybody who doesn't know, we have a project called Spunky Monkey that is for families. And Greg, please don't call me. You're going to throw me off. It's for families, and it's to encourage kids to get off their devices and go live life. They do use their devices to come on and post what they've done, but it's just to post and tell us all what they've done, and then they get some points. And when they've earned enough points, they can go trade those in for digs on an online treasure map. And we encourage them in 5 specific areas. They come in and they will do 5 daily tasks. 1 for the environment, 1 for service for others, 1 for health and hygiene, 1 for their talents and abilities, and 1 for their future career. So in 2 weeks, my daughter and I, who is my partner in crime, right there in that video, are going to go to a homeschool convention, and we're going to promote it in a booth. And so we're kind of building the booth and making it really fun. Blue came to our house for a week and helped us get started on our booth. And yeah, we're just having fun. The videos are always really short. I don't like to, waste people's time. So it's like 2-3 minutes. I think our longest one was like 6 minutes. And you can kind of see what we're doing. The end.
That's really hard work for Dream to get them down to that short, so you need to appreciate them.
It's so true.
Wait, what were they? Environment, service, talent, education, and what?
Not education. Environment, service, talent and hobbies, health and hygiene, and their future career.
You would think I would remember, but I forgot.
It's been a while since we were palling around with the monkeys.
Yeah.
I know, since I was a monkey pal.
It's been a while. You're forgiven.
All right. Thank you, Dream. And Bluefin. By the way, we need more people back in the queue, guys. Did someone say fireflies?
So, as I alluded to just moments ago, when I was last pimping something, one of the places that we went, that Dream and her family, her husband and her, took me to, is this lake. She lives in a very mountainous region of California, and up at the top of the mountains is obviously this huge amount of snowfall. And at the time that I arrived there, much of the snow at the top of these 6,000 feet peak mountains was starting to melt. It's in the Sequoias and the Sierra Nevada mountains. And this stuff was melting, and so it just melts and starts these little tiny streams, and they flow into, the stream could be anywhere. It's not in a real stream, it's a vernal stream. And the water just flowing everywhere, and eventually ends into these big raging rivers that form and come down into this area that is dammed off, and it's called Lake Kauai. Is that how you pronounce it? I think so.
Yeah, some people say Kauai, but same.
Yeah, so, but Dream and her husband had these cool trails that they walk often. And so they wanted to take me there. We went there. She knows my passion for bird photography and some other things. So we go down to this area by this lake that's dammed off to go take photos and walk these trails. And of course, it turns out that all of that water that melts from all of the snow, and it had been melting for a month, and there were still parts that were still 4 or 5 feet deep of snow at the top of these mountains. But it turns out all that water ends up somewhere, and it ends up at this lake. So the paths we were walking on, or going to walk on, were not there. They were underwater. Go check out the post and see what happens. Where they tried to kill me.
You're safe for another time.
Yeah.
What's the Greasy Lake reference?
So most of my posts, although the first one that I did not, but most of my posts, if people recognize it, there's a lot of 60s, 70s, and 80s music. The titles of the posts, and a lot of the captions and headlines are all lyrics and lines from songs. And a lot of the stuff on that Lake Kauai post is a Manfred Mann song. It's actually a Bruce Springsteen written song, but I happen to like the Manfred Mann version. So I just, the Greasy Lake, that anyone want to go up to Greasy Lake and Crazy Janie and her Mission Man and all of the other things, it's those are all lyrics from the song, which happens to carry through on a lot of my posts. Each one has lyrics to songs. So, I know Engine's seen that, but some others have, and occasionally comments, but a lot of people miss that.
So when I started to read this, and you made the reference to, going out there and getting kidnapped, and I'm reading it and I'm thinking that possibility was mentioned. And then I get further down and you get to the part where, you thought you might end up just disappearing into the wilderness. And I went, no, that was never mentioned. Yet.
Right.
So, Kitty Girl, are you here?
Yes, I'm here.
And Snook. I see her lit up, but I didn't hear her.
Yeah, I saw her light up, but I didn't hear her either.
I'm here.
Okay. And Chenier Vivian, are you here? All right. And you three have won the Steam Basic Income tonight.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you.
All right. So Blue was the last on the list. Has anybody else got anything they'd like to share tonight? James, have you been posted anything? He just doesn't want to come on voice.
Yeah, James does need to share.
Brisby has an itchy foot. Yeah, that might be a little TMI there, Brisby, but, we'll forgive you for it.
And I just checked on our new attendee, Nancy Diana. She doesn't have any current posts. I thought if she did, I was going to coax her into presenting.
So, Nancy, are you comfortable coming on voice? How long have you been on the platform? Since you set up the...
Hi.
Yeah. How long have you been with us on Steam?
Hi. I've only been on for, I think, 12 days.
Ah. I take it you did an introduce yourself post?
Yes, I did. I've done 3 posts. One was a contest. I'm in natural medicine and homesteaders.
Okay.
And she is from Canada, too.
What part of Canada are you from?
I'm in Saskatchewan, in Western Canada.
Oh, Saskatchewan, where you can drive for miles and never find a bump.
That's fake Canada.
I have a niece that lives in Saskatchewan, and her father says the only reason I go to Saskatchewan is to visit her. Careful, Batman. So now that you've got an opportunity to get to know some people a little bit, hopefully that'll encourage you to try posting a little bit more.
Yes, actually, I've just been really learning a lot because I was very confused about the platform and everything. at first, but I should be able to start posting.
Oh, that sounds great. So if we can be any help. Yeah, I think he liked the first spanking just way too much. So hopefully you'll come and see us often. There's other shows that we do here in the Ramble as well, and that'll give you an opportunity to get to know people.
I'll be ready next week.
Sounds good.
Well, I'm going to take a moment too, since she's so new to the platform, and James Russell, I posted a link to her page. If you just scroll back up a little bit, you won't have to look for it. Just scroll up above that picture that Batman posted, and there's a link to her page. Yeah, I'm going to take a minute and plug this Discord server, Steam Terminal. We're set up to answer questions from new people and to help you find communities that will help you to grow and thrive. So if you want to join the Steam Terminal, we'd love to have you.
All right. So, did I see Bluefin drop a...
Thanks for that.
Yes, I did. Blue, you're up.
I found this interesting post that somebody had created, and I thought I would pop it in here for letting people enjoy it. This person is a writer, and she occasionally does write some interesting stuff, and perhaps you would be interested in explaining a little bit about it.
She's not that much of a writer, actually, so I don't know. So, I have this app on my tablet that gives me a word every day, word of the day sort of thing. And one day last week it popped up the word gnarled. And I looked at it and I thought, that's different. So I went and looked it up and found out that the first time the word was ever used was in a Shakespearean play. And then I found out that the more common use of it these days is gnarly, which comes from California surf culture from the 70s. So I kind of explored the progress of it. There.
Of the etymology of the word?
Yeah,
where it
the
came
etymology.
from and... Nice, cool. Very cool. It's a very gnarly photo, man.
Yeah, it was meant to be.
And as always, Shadows did a fantastic job in her writing. It's really, really...
Gotta play around occasionally.
Oh, excuse me, it's not awesome, it's gnarly.
We're going to be taking up a new word here here for a while. And Snook, there are no gnarly gnomes.
There aren't?
Nope.
I think there would be.
Yeah, it's a good thing. It does describe a branch of a tree, and that actually was the Shakespearean reference for it, James. And somewhere along the line, it's evolved into a gnarly reference, and it comes from surfers. And I was interested to see that the term stoked also came from the same culture.
What?
I did not know that until I read your post. And
yeah.
It was nice to...
From what culture?
The 1970s surf culture.
Oh, yeah. Stoked, pumped. Yeah.
Yeah. It's interesting how this stuff gets into our vocabulary, and we don't even know where it came from.
Well, they usurped it from elsewhere.
Yeah, it's kind of a mixed in with Valley Girl. I had to look that term up too, and I was like, Valley Girl? All right. Is there... Oh, now I've got Fanya. No Fanya. Off the keyboard. Come on. Okay. Kitty Girl, go for it. Now I can see the screen. When a 23
Yeah, with
pound cat stands on your keyboard, you see nothing.
yeah, you see nothing but cat butt. Well, this little post is a mini rant. It's very short, and it's not really that serious a rant. But it amazes me how some of the coins that we have got, or tokens, have got such odd names. Here on the blockchain, the Steam blockchain, we have Steam. And on whale shares, they have WLS, which, you can determine is short for whale shares. Bitcoin, of course, is BTC. Litecoin is LTC. But then there's others that have come along, like Stellar. They call their coin XLM. And then there's Cardano, which a lot of people talk about. Their coin is called ADA. How did they get these abbreviations? Why don't they call Cardano CAR or CARD or whatever? Why make it ADA? And if the guy is naming the Cardano coin ADA after his wife, you'd think that he would call it Ada coin instead of Cardano. I don't understand. It's like they're trying to make it hard. So I put this post out here kind of like, to get my frustrations out a bit, but I also wanted to know, is there some rationale behind how Cardano picked ADA and why Stellar picked XLM for their tokens? Is there something I'm missing? So if you know, please leave a comment and clear the air.
That's a good question. Although you see it a lot where the screen name doesn't match the actual title of the coin or the token.
Yeah, and to me, in my thinking, this world is confusing enough as it is without people mucking it up even more,
Although, having said that, if you take a look at the stock market, the fiat markets, you see the same sort of thing.
Well, I don't pay attention to that a lot, so I didn't realize it was the same way there. I do know a lot of times there is a big parent corporation that owns a company, and sometimes the ticker symbol might represent that parent company rather than the other company. I don't know, but I just don't understand with the crypto world, why people would do that.
Yeah, I suppose there's probably, if you went back to each of them, Snook's leaving us too. If you went back to each of them, you'd probably find out that there's some reason for it, but it's nothing that becomes apparent to those that are looking at it.
Well, I do hope I will get a couple of comments from people on the post that will explain, oh, they called it this because da 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 da, and maybe there's some rationale. I'd love to hear it, though. I hope somebody leaves a comment like that.
So, Metamuthus says that he's surprised there isn't a scam coin out there. I'm going to bet that if you looked in Steam Engine, you'd probably find one.
Well, there is a coin in Steam Engine called shit, so probably yes, scam is there somewhere.
I'm surprised. I haven't looked. I shouldn't say this until I've looked. But Asshat is another one that I wouldn't be surprised to see show up.
Well, and on that list that I linked to in the post, there actually is a Ponzi coin. Is what it's called. PONZI is the symbol, and it amazes me someone would call something that. Who would be wanting to invest in Ponzi coin?
Well, some of those coins actually have started out as jokes, and people end up kind of going, "Hey, I want some of those."
Oh, okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah. And Brisby says, I remember that there was a porn coin talked about sometime last year. I'm betting there's probably one around somewhere.
Actually, I've heard about 2 or 3. I don't know if they ever came to fruition.
Batman, token actually is very easy to make here on the platform. You go into Steam Engine and you purchase 100 ENG, which is roughly 100 Steam, and you can create a coin and decide what you're going to call it, what you're going to do with it, and how many of them you're going to create. There you go. Batcoin. You may need 2 of them. You'll need another one for Gotham.
Yeah, that I bet you too that would be a very popular coin.
Just need a small loan of 1,000,000 steam. You only need 100 steam. What are you going to do with the rest of it? Yeah, but you want 1,000,000. I do too, but we ain't getting it. Frisbee says, Google says Porncoin is inactive. Somebody didn't have some imagination.
Yeah, I thought it was really cool, Shaddis, that you created your own coin, Shade. I think that's fantastic. You got your own token.
Well, I'd been kind of toying around with it. Excuse me. It's just I needed to figure out what purpose it was going to have. It's one thing to have, another to give it purpose. And it suddenly dawned on me that it was staring me in the face. It's called sharing and engagement.
Oh, and did you know that you can do this command I'm about to do in chat to find out who has got the most shade?
I saw you do
The
that.
the top 12 contenders. Yeah, I thought that was really cool. Ooh,
Yeah.
and Bluefin's on the list, and Freedom Point, and Snook. Wow, a lot of Sergeant Dan, a lot of names I recognize. Heck, I'm on the list. Wow.
You're on the list. Actually, I saw that, and during, I believe it was yesterday's show when we were talking about the DApps, or it may have been in a post I saw it, but anyways, I found a page that I can go to and put the coin in and see the list of everybody who owns Shade and how many they have. And
Oh, that's pretty sweet. I didn't know you could do.
there might just be a contest coming along. I just haven't quite mulled it over in my head yet.
Well, I happened across this command several days ago when I was in the audience in MSP Waves listening to another show. And Inertia, of course, is the guy that programmed BanjoBot. And he did that rich list for the MSP Active token. And when I saw him do that, I thought, ooh, I wonder if it will work with Shade. So I boogied right back over here to this server and entered the command with the Shade variable, and bam, it came up. I love it.
That's looking kind of interesting what MSP is going to do with theirs, their PAL coin.
Yeah, absolutely. And I am glad that they're going to let us trade our MSP active in to get the new coin. That's really awesome.
Yeah, I didn't realize they had the other coin over there, although I should have figured because Aggro would like to tokenize everything.
Well, what they're doing in the MSP server is people that show up to a lot of shows and participate in the chat, in the text chat, they earn MSP active token. I don't know exactly what their algorithm is or if it's just subjective that the moderators assign, X amount for all the people that showed up today or something or what. But I don't have a lot, but I've got a little accumulated.
Good to see you, Brisby.
You too, thank you.
Unless somebody else has got something else to share, we're about ready to wrap up anyways. But yeah, I kind of think that Inertia has been adding some commands to Banjo to accommodate Steam Engine, which is kind of cool.
I love what he's done with that bot. I think Banjo is one of the most useful bots on the.
He's a very talented developer and an interesting person when you can get him talking.
I wonder if he might be a good guest for Curation Corner one.
If you can get him on and talking, he doesn't seem to like to talk much. But yeah, we'll see in time. Who do we have on Curation Corner next week? Next week is SwapSteam, who's a token holder, who's also got a bot that I haven't yet invited into the Discord, but I will be doing, and it's programmed to do some stuff with tokens as well. So, you've been listening to Shadow's Pub Host, Pimp Your Post Thursday, Evening Edition. Until next time, it's all about community. And yep, bye, Wilma.